wish you a joyous Christmas celebration filled with love, laughter, and all-round peace. May this special time of the year bring you happiness and cherished moments with your family. Compliments of the season. From Pearl, also known as the Radio Gem.
Warmest wishes for a holly jolly season from Spicy Honey Drops. May your holiday be filled with honey sweet moments, love, laughter, and all the joy your heart desires.
This is Bukola Karim. You can also call me The Books. Wishing you a holiday season that's merry, bright, and totally awesome from Radio Afinju.
Season greetings to our viewers and listeners. I hope the season brings you goodness, love, joy, and happiness and the goodness of the earth. My name is Awoya Little, also known as Tiana.
Compliment of the season to everyone out there. May this season gives you joy, happiness, and divine upliftment that you've been praying for. This is coming from Mazid Salam.
Another season is here again to share love and celebrate. Let's spread love and happiness in all we do. My name is Victor Afun from the engineering department, wishing you all a blissful celebration.
From Radio Afinju Traffic Department, we wish all our listeners and customers a season filled with love, peace, and happiness. May this special time bring joy to your hearts and countless blessings to you and your loved ones. I am Abdullah Folarami.
Season's greetings to amazing listeners and viewers on Radio Afinju. Omojasola John, known as Classic.
Wherever you're listening or watching Radio Afinju, the time is 3 p.m.
Stay informed with news on Radio Afinju.
First, a look at the highlights. Police reject amnesty report, demand retraction and apology. Over 20 civilians killed in central Mali village attacks. Lara Trump withdraws from consideration to replace Rubio in U.S. Senate. Compliments of the season and welcome to the World News on Radio Afinju. My name is Pearl Durotoye. The news in detail. The Nigeria Police Force has dismissed allegations made by Amnesty International in its report, describing the claims as false, misleading, and damaging to the image of the force. The report, titled Bloody August, Nigeria Government's Violent Crackdown on End Bad Governance Protests, dated November 28, 2024, accused the police of extrajudicial killings during the protests, claiming that at least 24 people were killed in 6 northern states. Addressing a press briefing on the matter, Force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi revealed that a special investigative panel had been constituted to verify the claims. He explained that the panel, in collaboration with commissioners of police from the affected states, conducted extensive investigations and compiled a comprehensive report highlighting inaccuracies in Amnesty International's allegations. He added that the police would write to demand a retraction of the report as well as an apology for the alleged inaccuracies. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has announced the approval of a dual carriageway project for Iwo Town. Adeleke, while revealing that work would begin on the project by January 2025, maintained that the decision aligns with his administration's commitment to enhancing infrastructure across the state and fostering regional development. The governor, who disclosed this during the annual Iwo Day, stressed that the importance of the project lies in improving connectivity and economic activities in the area. The dualization project, the governor disclosed, will transform the Adeke Odori Road and will be executed in 2 phases. Former Minister of Defense and also of Internal Affairs, Major General Godwin Osagie, retired Abe, is dead. It was gathered that Abe, who also served as governor of Akwa Ibom and Rivers states during his military career, died last night in Abuja after a protracted illness. Abe, whose honors include the Distinguished Service Star (DSS), Past Staff College (PSC), National Institute (MNI), loved playing squash, hunting, and masonry. The death toll from the stampede in Anambra State has risen to 22. Spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, Tochukwu Ikenga, who confirmed this, said the police have commenced an investigation into the incident. Ikenga said those who sustained injuries are receiving medical treatment. The stampede took place on Saturday during a rice distribution event organized by Obi Jackson Foundation at Amaranta Stadium in Ojika, Ihiala local government area. A tanker loaded with fuel has exploded in Ore, the headquarters of Odigbo local government area of Ondo State. The incident occurred around 6:30 p.m. on Saturday in the Soka area of the town. According to an eyewitness account, the tanker was said to have veered off the road and fell into a nearby ditch. The tanker immediately caught fire and heavy smoke engulfed the whole area, leading to a reduction in visibility and heavy traffic. The sector commander of the Federal Road Safety Commission, FRSC, in Ondo State, Samuel Ibitoye, who confirmed the incident to newsmen, noted that no fatality has been recorded as a result of the inferno. Away from Nigeria, suspected jihadists have killed more than 20 people in a string of attacks on villages in central Mali's insurgency-hit Mopti region. Sources said the unidentified assailants struck during the day and into the evening, ransacking and burning 6 villages in the Bandiagara area. One of the sources said the assailants had come in large numbers on motorcycles and attacked the first village, where they killed everyone and destroyed everything. There was no immediate comment from the ruling military junta. The West African nation is battling armed groups with links to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State, which took root in its arid north following a Tuareg separatist rebellion in 2012. In Asia, China has criticized new U.S. military aid to Taiwan earlier today, saying the $571 million package seriously violates the One China principle and provisions of joint communiques between China and the United States. According to a statement released by the ministry, China will take all necessary measures to protect its sovereignty and territorial integrity. A foreign ministry spokesperson, Caleb Taiwan, a red line that must not be crossed in China-U.S. relations. Beijing considers democratically governed Taiwan its own territory, a claim the government in Taipei rejects. In Europe, a judge in Germany has ordered the suspect in a deadly Christmas market ramming attack to be held in pre-trial detention following a late-night court appearance on Saturday, as authorities face growing accusations they could have done more to prevent it. Taleb A.I. Abdul Mohsen is accused of ramming the car into a busy market in the city of Magdeburg, killing 5 people and injuring more than 200. The motive for the attack is unclear, but the suspect is a 50-year-old Saudi citizen who has lived in Germany for more than a decade and worked to help Saudis leave his home country. On social media, he has been a fervent critic of Islam, and prosecutors suggested he may have become embittered with how Germany treats Saudi refugees. A statement from police said the magistrate ordered pre-trial detention for 5 counts of murder, several counts of attempted murder, and several counts of dangerous bodily harm. Russia's defense ministry said its air defense systems destroyed 42 Ukrainian drones over 5 Russian regions during the night. The ministry said in a post on Telegram messaging app that 20 drones were shot down over the Oryol region, 8 drones each were destroyed in the Rostov and Bryansk region, 5 in the Kursk region, and 1 over Krasnodar Krai. Andrei Klitschkov, the governor of Oryol, said one attack triggered a fire at a fuel infrastructure facility in the village of Stalnoy Kon. He said there were no casualties or significant damage. In the same vein, the Ukrainian military said that Ukraine's air defenses downed 52 of the 103 Russian drones launched overnight. The military said on Telegram that it had lost track of 44 drones and another had left the territory of Ukraine to Belarus. In the United Kingdom, strong winds are continuing to cause some travel disruption in parts of the UK as millions of people travel ahead of Christmas. Heathrow said around 100 flights had been cancelled today and passengers are advised to check with your airline before traveling. The weather has also led to the wide-scale cancellation of ferry services across the Irish Sea and along the Scottish coast, road closures to high-sided vehicles and rail disruption. On Sunday, winds of 50 to 60 meters per hour are predicted, with the Met Office warning of gusts of up to 70 meters per hour in exposed coastal and hilly areas. In the Americas, daughter-in-law of President-elect Donald Trump, Lara Trump, said she has removed the name from consideration to replace outgoing U.S. Senator Marco Rubio. Rubio was picked by Trump to serve as Secretary of State. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will pick a replacement for Rubio, who is expected to resign as senator when Trump takes office on January 20. There was speculation that Lara Trump, who served as co-chair of the Republican National Committee in the lead-up to the 2024 election, would succeed Rubio in the Senate. However, in a post on X, Trump said she had decided to remove herself from consideration after an incredible amount of thought, contemplation, and encouragement from so many. She said she wished Florida Governor Ron DeSantis luck in handpicking a replacement to serve out the remainder of Rubio's 6-year term, which ends in 2026. United States President-elect Donald Trump has threatened to demand control of the Panama Canal after accusing Panama of charging excessive rates on U.S. ships passing through one of the busiest waterways in the world. The U.S. largely built the canal in 1914 and administrated territory surrounding the passage for decades. But Washington fully handed control of the canal to Panama in 1999 after a period of joint administration. Trump also hinted at China's growing influence around the canal, which connects the Atlantic to the Pacific Oceans. The post was an exceedingly rare example of a U.S. leader saying he could push a sovereign country to hand over a territory. In the Middle East, Israeli military strikes across the Gaza Strip killed at least 17 Palestinians, 8 of them at a school sheltering displaced families in Gaza City, as the Israeli military ordered the evacuation of a hospital in the north. Palestinian medics said 8 people, including children, were killed in the Musa bin Nusayr school that sheltered displaced families in Gaza City. The Israeli military said in a statement, the strike targeted Hamas militants operating from a command center embedded inside the school. It said Hamas militants used the place to plan and execute attacks against Israeli forces. Four people have been killed in southwest Turkey when an ambulance helicopter collided with a hospital building and crashed into the ground. The health ministry said in a statement the helicopter was taken off from the Mogla Training and Research Hospital carrying 2 pilots, a doctor and another medical worker. Mogla's regional governor Idris Akbiyik told reporters the helicopter first hit the 4th floor of the hospital building before crashing into the ground. No one inside the building or on the ground was hurt. The cause of the accident, which took place during heavy fog, was being investigated. Now talking sports, Tyson Fury claimed he was robbed after losing a unanimous decision to Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight world title rematch. Having beaten Fury by split decision in May to become the world undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis, the Ukrainian retained his WBO, WBA and WBC titles on Saturday as all three judges scored the fight 106 to 112 in his favor. Fury, who was unbeaten in 35 professional fights before facing Usyk, celebrated as though he had won at the final bell and looked shocked as the scores were read out. Having chosen not to do an interview in the ring after the fight, Fury shared his immediate thoughts with some reporters as he made his way back to the dressing room. Speaking in a press conference less than an hour after the fight, Fury provided more measured comments but still insisted the result had been unfair, using his promoter Frank Warren's opinion to back up his position. Tyson Fury was unbeaten in 35 professional fights before facing Alexander Usyk. Before we go, here again are the highlights. The Nigeria Police Force, NPF, has dismissed allegations made by Amnesty International in its report, describing the claims as false, misleading and damaging to the image of the force. Elsewhere, according to two local sources, suspected jihadists killed more than 20 people in a string of attacks on villages in central Mali's insurgency-hit Mopti region on Friday. In the Americas, daughter-in-law of President-elect Donald Trump, Lara Trump, said she has removed the name from consideration to replace outgoing U.S. Senator Marco Rubio. That was World News on Radio Afinju. To view our channel, please follow us on Facebook, X and YouTube at Radio Afinju. My name is Pearl Durotoye. Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
Kò sígi méjì obì nígbò, ẹyẹ méjì kì í já